difference between that poor performance tonight and the excellent performance you put in against the West Indies a couple of days ago?
Today we did mistakes, the fielding and catch some drop some catches, and that's the difference between our team and England team.
When you started your run chase, did you believe you'd still be able to chase down that target, given how well you chased the target against the West Indies?
Inning start and Javeria played well, and we did more partnerships, I'm trying to the best, and I try to hit the ball and maximum score.
Can you explain why the catches were dropped? We've seen quite a few drop catches today. There were quite a few in the first game before you played. There was a few tonight. Is it quite a difficult ground to catch on?
I think that's the some catches drops our fielders, and I think this is our team mistake, and inshallah next time we will overcome this.
And what things from this match have you learned to take into your next one?
We learned the batting side, more partnerships, and build the more partnerships, and less mistakes in fielding and bowling.
Any more questions? Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sarah, you've enjoyed a pretty impressive start to your international career. Has it exceeded even your expectations these first few months?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, it's always something I've dreamed of doing, but I never thought it'd kind of get this far, especially being here for the World Cup. So yeah, it's really exciting for me. But I think a lot of the girls helped me get there, kind of just there supporting me and helping me fit in. So I think that was a big factor of how I've got here as well.
Australia is often somewhere leg spinners like to come and bowl. There's sometimes a bit more bounce in pitches. Have you enjoyed conditions out here over the last few weeks? Yeah,
definitely. It was quite hard to start with. It was kind of, you couldn't really give any width. It was obviously the outfield's so quick out here, so you kind of knew you had to stick stump to stump. I learned that the hard way at the start, but I do like the extra bounce you can get out here. And I quite like bowling out here as well. So yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Since you've come into the team, it seems like you've been given a licence to give the ball flight and to sort of to bowl in your natural way. Tell me about the direction you've been given from team management and your role in the team.
So just I'm kind of following on from Super League back at home. I kind of just had a basic plan of how I was going about bowling, and when I discussed that with them at Loughborough before heading out to Malaysia, then heading out here, they kind of agreed to just keep it the same and keep it basic. And on the side of that, I'm still working on variations as I go along to naturally bring into my game. So that's kind of the role I'm trying to play, and hope and just keep working on my batting as well to come in near the back end.
So it was very much more the same. There was no sort of, you got to slow down, speed up. It was kind of, we just want to see the domestic form translate directly.
Yeah, pretty much, because I've kind of always grown up kind of how I bowl. I've always bowled stump to stump because I don't naturally get quite as much turn, so it kind of suited it out here. Then with the extra bounce, it's obviously better to do that with kind of going stump to stump than extra width. So, and I think because it's new to me as well, they kind of want to throw a load of stuff at me, telling me what to change this, change that. I think they've just told me to keep it quite simple and just kind of back that.
Well, I talked for a long time about England trying to find a leg spinner. I think it was a long-term project about sort of going around the country trying to find that mystery spinner. How nice is it to feel, or to start to feel like you might be the answer to that?
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to hear kind of the feedback I've got also from like family and friends at home, because I've kind of knew they were looking for a leg spinner, but I also know how like tough competition is back at home. I know some brilliant leg spinners back at home as well. So I think even though I'm in that position at the minute, I think I'm going to keep working hard because I know people up and coming who are really talented. So I'm just gonna.
Who's pushing you for that role?
Some leg spinners. There's Sophia Dunkley. She can get a lot of turn on the ball. Helen Femby, and a couple of other county players who are up and coming. So I'm just going to keep always pushing my game on.
So looking at today's game, you guys have a pretty good record now at Manuka Oval. Is it sad to kind of move on from here and go to Sydney?
Yeah, definitely. I think we've had a lot of success here, especially Heather Knight. She's had a brilliant time here, so a lot of good memories. But it's nice to leave it in a good place as well and kind of take that momentum going towards going to Sydney.
And speaking of Heather, how vital was she in today's win?
Yeah, very vital. She's really good at kind of anchoring the innings, but at the same time pushing the game forward and going hard at the bowlers as well. So yeah, she was very crucial.
How have you enjoyed building the bowling partnership with Sophie? Is it nice to have someone to bounce ideas off and work in tandem with?
Yeah, definitely. I think it helps. Obviously, we're a similar age as well, and but she's got a few more experiences on me, kind of in terms of the England side. So if any time I was kind of nervous or unsure about something, she's kind of always there to talk it through with, kind of on and off the field. So yeah, she's a real key asset to the team.
So are you someone, either have you been told or is it in your own makeup that you don't worry too much of a batsman hit you for a boundary or something? We saw you come back today from one with the wicket. The next ball, is that something you've learned as you've grown up being a leg spinner? It kind of goes with the trade sometimes.
I've kind of just learnt to try not to beat myself up about it, especially in T20. Some guys can play some really good shots. Even if you bowl a good ball, it can still go for a boundary. So I'm tried to just learn not to beat myself up to it and focus on the next ball and kind of park it.
What's the overall feeling in the group now that you're kind of back on course to get to the semi-finals with just this match against West Indies to go?
Yeah, really positive. Obviously, it was gutting to lose the match against South Africa, with it being so close as well. I thought we did really well to take it down to the last over. But with the punch back we had to Thailand and then taking that momentum into this game, we're feeling really good, really positive, and just going to keep it simple, keep backing our strengths going into play against the West Indies.
Was there any feeling, kind of amongst the batsmen specifically, that a little bit disappointing not to be able to finish the innings more strongly? I think we anchored the innings quite well during the middle, so I think that allows us to go hard at the end. And sometimes you can go hard and it pulls off, and some days it doesn't. But I think as long as we get us into that position, I think we're fairly happy. No matter obviously we always want to end it well, but as long as we can give us room to go hard at the end, I think that's important.
Sarah, you've got huge respect for your captain, obviously, but you took a lot of wickets in Malaysia and you didn't get Player of the Series. 3-15 today, it's a batsman's game, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Oh, throw me in the deep there. Saw me down the river. Thank you.